This YouTuber is being sued by In-N-Out for millions of dollars after harassing customers for content. And I mean, it's safe to say we have reached new levels of stupidity with how dumb of a prank this is, because it is just begging for a lawsuit.
What the f is this, bro?
Oh my gosh. Is that a condom?
I start chewing and I'm thinking it's like a piece of lettuce, and I hope you're not gonna give him a condom sandwich, because that's not okay.
Would you like a condom with your order, sir?
Come on, bro. It's not funny. It's not funny. I literally bit into that. Like, I think I have a piece stuck in my... You see it right here?
Here, do it again.
What were they thinking with this? Now, obviously, I know the internet has a long history of awful and even harmful prank videos, but this one feels honestly uniquely stupid because, while yes, the outcome is pretty devastating, you know, being sued for millions of dollars, but it's just kind of shocking in how insanely predictable this outcome was. But today we're talking about Brian Arnott, a YouTuber, prankster, and someone who thought impersonating fast food workers to harass customers would result in anything else but a massive lawsuit, especially when you're targeting In-N-Out, a chain known for being very protective with their brand, and they've also been known for suing YouTube creators in the past. Now, Brian has a lot of reach, having over 600,000 followers between YouTube and Instagram, but apparently with great reach comes great responsibility, especially when it comes to trying to make viral content. And Brian, I guess, is just the perfect example of what happens when you don't take that responsibility too seriously. So let's rewind to Easter Sunday of this year. Brian and his friends, they had this idea to make a video of them pranking an In-N-Out customer. Brian would dress up as an employee while his friends filmed and occasionally jumped into roleplay as other customers, doing things like picking fights or pretending to find bugs in their food, all in front of real paying customers. Now, if you aren't aware, In-N-Out is open every day of the year except for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter. So by going on Easter, Brian knew that there would be no actual employees around to interfere with him. So essentially, he could make it look like it was open and no one would stop him from doing this prank. So he actually managed to get a real set of customers coming in thinking they could actually get burgers even though they were closed. So it's pretty clear that Brian put a lot of thought into the setup of this video, and it's even more clear that that's about where the thinking stopped, because this alone is enough to result into a lawsuit, clearly, as it has, and he hasn't even done anything yet, which, by the way, he does a lot. So this video was uploaded to Brian's channel on April 25th. Eventually, In-N-Out became aware of it, and on May 2nd, they sent Brian a cease and desist, asking him to delete the video. Now, obviously, I wouldn't be making this video if Brian just complied and deleted it. Instead, Brian made this video unlisted. And there's one crucial difference between unlisting and deleting a video. Deleted videos cannot be viewed, but unlisted videos, however, can be. All you need is the link. And that's pretty huge, because from the legal standpoint, it shows that Arnott didn't comply with In-N-Out's cease and desist. They told him back in May to take it all down. Instead, he left it up. But also, huge shout out to 15 Minutes of Shame, who actually found the link of this unlisted video, because it was actually someone in his comment section that raised the flag about this. So leaving it up, even if it's hidden, it can still be seen by the court as willful defiance. And that can often lead to higher damages, especially in trademark and defamation cases. Basically, he didn't just ignore In-N-Out. He thought that he could outsmart them. And now that footage might end up being the most damning piece of evidence in the entire case.
My ex-girlfriend used to order that.
Yeah, dude.
She loved it.
Girl, the feels like.
She cheated on me with my dad.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Sorry. It's just.
That's like holy.
Yeah, no, my bad. This thing's a little deep. Everything reminds me of my bad.
Can I get another number one, large, no onions with chopped peppers inside?
She would get the peppers too.
No way, bro.
This poor guy having one of the most awkward experiences of his entire life, and for what? Some cringe prank video? Like, I genuinely can't believe videos like this are still being made. Like, who is this even for? To another, he said the In-N-Out was only serving gay people today as well. And then another highlight, I guess, is he had his friend pretend there was a cockroach in the bag.
Let me get a double, Brody, and then order fries.
Oh, man, hey, there was a cockroach in my bag, bro.
A cockroach?
Yeah, like what's going on here?
I'm so sorry. We've had like a pretty bad cockroach problem this week.
This is kind of what I was talking about when I said this feels special compared to other prank videos, because how do you even think that this wouldn't get you sued? And then to make things worse, later on he showed up and said, hey, we got a condom in our food.
He also said that he found a condom.
What the f, bro? I was eating my fries and I took a bite of the burger and I felt something like rubbery. What the f is this, bro?
Oh my gosh. Is that a condom?
I can start chewing and I'm thinking it's like a piece of lettuce, and I need free In-N-Out for the rest of the year, bro.
What the hell?
I hope you're not gonna give him a condom sandwich, because that's not okay.
Would you like a condom with your order, sir?
I mean, the only thing that's, I guess, laughably stupid about this is that they thought they wouldn't get sued for this. There is something inherently funny about harassing random strangers in public and then getting sued for millions of dollars for doing so. And it's a complete skill issue because all he technically had to do was not wear an In-N-Out outfit and he wouldn't get sued like this. But of course, he just continues to riddle the video with some of the dumbest things you can possibly say.
You know, it's people like you that make me have to actually come clock in on a holiday. You know it's Easter Sunday?
Okay.
What could I get for you?
What does that mean, though?
Nah, I would love to be home with my family right now, but...
You don't have to work. You don't think I don't work.
No, I'm just kidding. We're not open. I don't work here. It was just a joke. All In-N-Outs are closed on Easter Sunday.
Okay. But that's not really how to, approach a customer, right?
Well, I'm not an employee. I don't work here.
You have the hat, though.
I'm sorry. No, hey, I hope you have a great Easter. It was just a joke.
Okay, just be careful.
Yeah. You have a good one, though.
Okay.
Maybe you should have listened to that. Be careful, because see, even this guy knows that it's probably a bad idea to pull stupid stunts like this. Like, what happened to the days when pranks were harmless and actually funny? You know, pranks that had a little bit of thought into them and that were slightly clever. This is just outright stupid. Because with this, the punchline is just trying to make someone look like a fool or embarrass someone in public. But in the end, In-N-Out is the only one who's making Brian look like a fool, as they are now coming for him for trademark infringement, business defamation, false designation of origin, and more. 5 counts in total, including a demand for jury trial. And before you think this is just a slap on the wrist, here's a quote from the lawsuit. By dressing as one of the plaintiff's associates, defendant falsely represented himself to In-N-Out's customers and to the general public as one of plaintiff's authorized representatives, ensuring that his remarks, from the purely defamatory to the lewd, did not come across as mere jokes by some unaffiliated prankster, but instead reflected directly and negatively on In-N-Out. Translation, you made us look gross while wearing our branding. See you in court. Then you have Arnie Winsiger, who is the chief legal and business officer for In-N-Out Burger, said, for over 7 decades, we've worked hard to create a welcoming and enjoyable experience for every customer who visit us. Recently, we have seen an increase in online media personalities who have chosen to play pranks or practical jokes that are designed to embarrass, humiliate, or upset our customers, their families, and our associates. These individuals have engaged in behavior that includes deception, trespassing, lewdness, and other actions that have been posted on social media for their personal and monetary gain at the expense of our customers and the In-N-Out Burger brand. By filing this lawsuit, we're putting all such individuals on notice that In-N-Out Burger will aggressively pursue all legal rights against these individuals going forward. So essentially, they effed around and now they're in the find out part of the journey. So she literally said that this lawsuit isn't just coming for Brian, but also to send a message to everyone else like him. They're using Brian as the person who did this, and they're going to say, hey, we're going to really make an example out of this guy so no one else does this, which is just absolute insane. It's safe to say that this dude really just went up and punted a hornet's nest with this one. But how did Brian respond to this very serious lawsuit? Did he lawyer up, release an apology, try to settle? Nah, he posted another video from his car while eating In-N-Out and a now privated response video. This dude went on to say, I'm not going to sit here and act surprised. When I found out and I filmed the video, I kind of knew what kind of waters I was stepping into. I don't know how stupid you could possibly be. But then he says something even more stupid. I was aware of what I was getting into. I knew I was teetering the line a little bit, pushing my luck. And at the end of the day, I'm a grown-ass man. I understand your actions have consequences, so I'm not surprised. And just so we're clear, this isn't me admitting guilt or everything I'm reading, but if you saw the video, you saw the video. Dude, I'm pretty sure that you just admitted that this whole thing wasn't an accident. This wasn't a misunderstanding. That is basically the worst thing you could ever say after you've been sued for millions of dollars. Who in their right mind would not try to lawyer up and find some sort of settlement here? Because that, dude, you are so clearly in the wrong here. All he could really do at this point is pray. So now, obviously, he's looking at a massive lawsuit plus a lifetime ban from all 400 In-N-Out locations. Then on top of that, they're also seeking all profits from the video and financial damages proven at trial. So keep in mind, this all could have been avoided if Brian just had listened to the original cease and desist by deleting the videos, destroying the props, and just moving on with his life. Instead, he just left the video unlisted like a complete moron. I'm just shocked that he unlisted it only as well, because obviously the lawyers have the link to that video. So if he unlists it, they can still see it because they have the link. Like, this is so stupid. And of course, on top of all this, they're also seeking punitive damages for damaging the brand's image. And since they're trying to go to trial with this, they could argue that all kinds of potential damages were received from this video. And as I mentioned earlier, they're not suing for one thing. They're suing for federal trademark infringement, false designation of origin, disparagement, business defamation, and trespassing. Each of those can carry their own statutory or actual damages. And when you combine all of those, you can easily end up in the 7-figure territory. Also, since he ignored the cease and desist and even posted a video eating In-N-Out while mocking the lawsuit, I mean, that level of defiance often leads to the courts awarding higher damages to punish this behavior, because clearly he doesn't care. So if they win, the court could easily award hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars in damages, especially if they can prove the video caused reputational or financial harm. And In-N-Out, they've been here before. In a 2017 case, they actually sued a prankster who walked into the restaurants pretending to be the CEO.
Online prankster is targeting In-N-Out Burger.
And now In-N-Out is fighting back by taking legal action.
KCAL9's Rachel Kim is live in Van Nuys with reaction from customers about this prank. Rachel.
Yeah, Elsa and Jeff, In-N-Out says when that prankster walked into this In-N-Out earlier this month and pretended to be their boss, well, it wasn't very funny. In fact, they're now fighting to keep this man away from all their restaurants, and they want him to pay up big time.
That guy was named Cody. He made an employee prepare him burgers, told customers their food was garbage, and filmed the whole thing. In-N-Out sued him for $25,000 and gave him a restraining order. The same playbook. Moral of the story, they don't play around here. And Arnett isn't the only clown in this genre. And just to make things worse, he's already admitted guilt.
Are you guys familiar with the secret menu?
Oh.
Like the TikTok hacks and all that? It's some new gen stuff. If you want, the doggy style fries are half off right now.
What's doggy style?
It's just, it's real messy. Let's put it like that. There's a lot of things on there. You gonna try it?
Yeah.
You gonna try doggy style today? Okay.
Are you guys actually?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Nah, it's a joke.
So honestly, looking at the lawsuit, In-N-Out has a very strong case here. So to repeat what I said in the beginning, Brian Arnett is a perfect example of what happens when a creator completely ignores the inherent responsibility that comes with having a following. Sometimes just a little bit of foresight could get you a very far way, or at least get you not being sued by In-N-Out. But hey, at least he didn't rob his friend while live streaming like this guy did, and then called the victim while in jail. He used that one phone call to beg them to tell the police that it wasn't that serious so they could be let out. So clearly this is a wild story I would recommend you guys checking out here. But other than that, subscribe if you're new, drop a like on this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.